Jennifer Ewing from Republicans Overseas. But for us, before we do that, Jennifer, just to put you in the mood, let us have a look at what happened over the weekend. Donald Trump arrives at a UFC bout alongside Dana White, one of the men who he had very much by his side during the election campaign. Check this out.
And ladies and gentlemen, look who is now making his way to the world-famous octagon, flanked by UFC CEO Dana White, 45, soon to be 47, President-elect Donald Trump.
I wish the people at home could hear the sound in this room.
It's so loud in here.
It is so loud. It's always loud when he comes here, but now that he's won, now that he's the president again, oh my God.
So
Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Donald Trump, I think, is now more or less being sort of painted as the king of America, Jennifer. Very good morning to you.
Hi, Mike. Thanks for having me. Good morning.
No, not at all. Let's talk a little bit, first of all, about Donald Trump and his weekend, because he does seem to be omnipresent, doesn't he? You know, he turns up with Joe Rogan in tow. He's got Elon Musk there. There was that great picture of him on the plane with RFK Jr., where they're all eating McDonald's. Donald Trump Jr. put out the sign that said, you know, the healthy American diet plan starts tomorrow. They're all eating McDonald's on the plane.
Yeah, I mean, I think it sort of is a continuation of the Trump campaign in 2024 that's been a lot of fun. Rather than the name calling and that sort of thing, there's been some levity, and some of these memes and these pictures show that. I saw one with the picture you have up right now, and especially in reference to Bobby Kennedy, showing this is like when the gangs initiate the new members and make them take drugs to make sure they're not undercover cops, you know, making sure Kennedy would eat the fries. But it just shows that where Trump is going is to the people, you know. Americans, as ridiculous as it might look, love UFC. And, you know, in addition to Tulsi and Kid Rock and Mike Johnson, there was also the head of Saudi Aramco sitting on the other side of Trump. So I might say there could have been some energy business done there as well. So we don't know. He talks to a lot of different people.
Yeah, of course he does. No, listen, I'm certainly not being snobby. This is part of the problem with people in you know, left-wing positions, is they kind of look down on UFC and go, oh, look, isn't that awful? He's so popular. What a populist. And you're kind of going, well, yeah, that's what people actually in politics should be. They should be able to hang out with ordinary people and not seem out of place. I mean, our problem is we've got a guy called Keir Starmer who wouldn't know what to talk to somebody about, who wasn't a sort of Labour apparatchik. It looks like he doesn't have a clue what ordinary people think or do or spend their time actually enjoying.
No, you're right, and I think that's one of the sort of attributes of President-elect Trump, is that he does talk to everybody. I mean, J.D. Vance has said that Trump famously asked everyone from, like, the doorman to the golf caddy to just the average regular man and woman, oh, who do you think would be best for my vice president on the short list? So he's not just asking the experts, he's very much asking the American people, and you see that with his cabinet picks.
And I haven't seen anything from him this morning yet. I may have missed it on this Biden plan to sell more missiles, long-range US missiles to Ukraine, or to donate them, whatever. I guess they're not really selling them. Has he said anything, or is he likely not to be in agreement with this?
Yeah, of course he's not likely to be in agreement with it. I mean, he just won a mandate from over, I think it's 76 million people now. And one of those things was to end these forever wars. So, you know, in addition to close the border, concentrate on economy, inflation, and, you know, make America healthy again, it was end these forever wars. So he has said he has a plan, and he doesn't want to continue seeing, you know, hundreds of thousands of Ukrainian men dying. So the fact that Biden would come out and say that is extraordinary, quite frankly. So you will be hearing from him, I'm sure.
And do you think this is his last kind of throw of the dice, Biden? Because this will be about his last act. I mean, he hasn't done anything for the last several months, apart from be spotted on beaches and sort of staggering about in the sand. He hasn't sort of made any policy announcements really at all. Suddenly now he's decided he wants to help Ukraine try and beat Russia.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bizarre. He was in Peru for that for the convention, and he made these comments, and then sort of along with some of their climate comments, and then wandered off into the Amazon. So
Has anyone found him?
No. But let's just hope this does not escalate anything. But it's very strange timing, considering the people of the United States just spoke and said, we do not want to continue this war without a plan. No. We still don't know what the plan is. Have you heard a plan?
I haven't heard a plan either, no.
Okay.
It's hope for the best, I think, is the best they've got. Jennifer Ewing, great to talk to you. Thanks very much indeed, Republicans Overseas.